Hello everyone, my name is Ma Li. Today we are going to talk about research example about explanatory sequential designs. Here we provide an example of a research. It's about dietary adherence in patients with renal failure. We will talk about the research from 5 experts, the aims, methods, results, and benefits. Now I will introduce you the aims of the research. The main objective is to analyze the factors of dietary adherence in patients with renal failure. Then the methods of the research we will look at. It's a two-phase explanatory sequential design from quantitative to qualitative. Based on the first phase findings, the researchers decide the sampling method of the quantitative phase, and the participants in the first phase were asked if they would be willing to participate in a follow-up qualitative interview if selected. In the quantitative phase, it is a study of self-reported adherence with diagnosis, medications, diet, and fluid restriction in a sample of 173 persons who were on a regimen of continuous peritoneal diagnosis. Based on the quantitative findings, the researchers designed the qualitative methods to include maximum variation sampling, selecting participants who were exemplified different ages, genders, and time since diagnosis treatment has begun. The researchers explored patients' perspectives on living with continuous ambulatory peritoneal diagnosis. And the researchers interviewed 36 persons, 18 female and 18 male, analyzed data quantitative as they continued their interviews with subsequent participants. One was the category identified. The process of adherence was focused on of the study report. Here are the results of the quantitative phase. The study reported that being more adherent with medications and dialysis than which diet and fluid restrictions. The researchers also found a relationship between adherence and gender, age, and patient's length of time since beginning diagnosis. Then here are the results of the quantitative phase. The authors found that participants adjusted their adherence over time to fit with their lives. During the first 2 to 6 months of diagnosis, participants followed instructions carefully for all aspects of the regimen. Most were completely adherent. During these first few months, participants became increasingly aware of the restriction imposed by their regimens and the requirement of adherence. Participants began to adjust the regimen to more manageable and less restrictive. After the first 6 months, participants began to secretly experiment with an easygoing approach to adherence and developed their own adherent profile. and the participants made continuous adjustment to live as normal life as possible. This phase lasted 3 to 5 years. Long-term adherence emerged as the participants assimilated to a new way life that became normal. At last, we are going to talk about the benefits of using the design. First, based on the result of the first phase, the researchers selected the maximum variable sampling in the second phase. The selected participants in the second phase had been maximally diverse, male and female, different ages, and on diagnosis for different lengths of time. Second, from the qualitative data, the dynamic process of the adherence emerged. Third, the data from the two phases was more comprehensive. So those are the research examples of explanatory sequential designs. Thanks for your listening.